Good day, everyone. My name is Kiel Poler, and let us proceed to the next political caricature.
Here are the next political caricature. While the priest lives alone in a big building, it portrays the stark contrast between the luxurious lifestyle of a priest and the poverty-stricken community around him. It raises questions on social justice and the responsibility of those in power. Discussion. In 1920, a cartoon published in The Independent by Vicente Soto caused controversy by urging the government to seize a large priest residence attached to the Santa Cruz Parish Church. Soto argued that it was unfair for the people to suffer in congested area while the priests enjoyed luxurious home. This was a sensitive issue for nationalists, as a 1906 Supreme Court ruling had granted all disputed properties to the Catholic Church, depriving the nationalistic Aglipayan Church of its occupied parish churches. The land shown in the cartoon had been acquired by the church in the mid-19th century. Today, the Santa Cruz Church parish remains, but controversial parish houses is now a branch of Field Trust, a church-owned bank. This historical event demonstrates that people have long been outspoken the issue of church property. Next political caricature is Where the Mosquito is King. It highlights the health hazard faced by the Filipino due to the prevalence of mosquitoes. Discussion. The article Where the Mosquito is King discusses the issue surrounding mosquito-borne disease in Manila. Philippines in early 1900s, Manila being built on a swamp became a breeding ground for malaria-carrying mosquito. When the America occupied Manila, they implemented strict public health regulation to the control disease like malaria, smallpox, cholera, and plague. They distributed medication, eliminated mosquito breeding grounds, and relocated houses. However, the quality of mosquito control in Manila had started to decline. Under Governor General Francis B. Harrison's Filipinations program, the Board of Health was transferred to Filipino civil servants who were not able to administer the public health programs as efficiently or with the same arbitrary authority. Mosquito control efforts suffered as a result. The Philippines Free Press editorial at the same time commented on the worsening situation, describing how mosquitoes were now everywhere in the city. They compared Manila, once known as the Pearl of the Orient and the best governed city in the Far East, to a lawless place infested with mosquito. It is interesting to see how control efforts initially succeeded but eventually declined. Next political caricature is Liberty, Equality, Fraternity. It serves as a reminder of the shared struggles for freedom and equality experienced by different nations around the world. Discussion. The Philippine Assembly passed a law in 1921 allowing legislators to carry firearms despite opposition from the Manila press. The legislator ignored the opposition and believed that carrying guns would establish their authority and superiority. It's interesting to note that the Director of Constabulary, who is responsible for maintaining peace and order, had been advocating for stricter regulation on carrying firearms. But all that didn't matter to the legislator. They simply wanted to show that they were somebody important and deserved the utmost respect. This situation illustrates how power dynamics influence the decision of those in authority. So, in summary, in 1920, a controversial cartoon published in The Independent called for the government to seize a Lavandis residence attached to the Santa Cruz Parish Church, sparking a debate on church property. This issue was sensitive for nationalists as a Catholic Church had acquired disputed properties, depriving the Aglipayan Church of its parish churches. The contested land had been owned by the church since the mid-19th century, and today the parish house is branch of a church-owned bank. Similarly, the article Where the Mosquito is King discusses the decline in mosquito control efforts in Manila in the early 1900s. Initially successful under American rule, control efforts faltered when the Board of Health was transferred to Filipino servants. Mosquito-borne disease became rampant, leading to comparison of Manila as once well-governed city to a lawless mosquito-infested place. Additionally, in 1921, the Philippines Assembly passed a law allowing legislators to carry firearms, despite opposition from the press and law enforcement. This decision highlights the influence of power dynamics on the decision of those in authority.